The Oak and the Fox. A storm was coming, one of those ancient, bone-deep storms that made the forest hold its breath. And beneath the bruised sky stood an old oak, towering and proud, whispering to no one but the wind, until a small voice drifted up from its roots. "Big fellow," said a fox with a coat the color of dying embers, "you might want to brace yourself tonight." The oak creaked with amusement, its branches rustling like laughter. "Brace myself?" it thought. "I have stood here for centuries." The fox's warning seemed almost adorable. The forest dimmed as clouds stacked like mountains overhead. Leaves trembled. Animals burrowed. But the oak, steadfast and unmoving, watched the fox circle his roots with calm urgency. "You don't believe me," the fox said, staring up. "But storms don't care how tall you are." The oak answered with a groan that sounded like pride shaped into sound. "Little one, I have seen 1,000 storms. This will pass, as they all do." The fox's tail flicked with irritation. "And I've seen 1,000 hunters who thought they were faster than their last mistake. None of them believed the end could reach them either." A low rumble rolled across the sky, slow and deep, like something enormous waking from sleep. Night fell. The storm arrived in a sudden, violent snap, wind roaring through the forest like a living beast. The oak felt its great trunk shudder, roots bracing, branches whipping like wild arms. For the first time in decades, it felt unsure. Lightning carved the clouds open, rain hammered the earth, and the fox, small, fragile, but stubborn, pressed himself tight beneath the oak's broad roots. "Hold, old one," the fox whispered into the earth. "Just hold." But time is a quiet hunter, striking long before a creature realizes it's been marked. Beneath the oak's foundation, the ground had softened over years of storms. And tonight, the wind found every weakness. A crack echoed through the forest. The oak felt it, like the splitting of a memory. The fox's eyes widened. "No, no, no, hold on." The towering giant leaned, its roots tugging free with groans that sounded almost like pain. Leaves tore from branches. The sky swirled. For a heartbeat, the world seemed to hold still. Then, the oak collapsed with a thunderous crash, carving a scar into the earth where it fell. Dust settled. Rain hissed on broken bark. The fox crept forward, heart pounding. He pressed his head to the fallen trunk, eyes soft with a grief deeper than he expected. "You warned me," the oak murmured in the quiet of the fox's mind, its voice faint and fading. "But wisdom comes late to those who think strength is forever." The fox bowed his head. "Even giants fall," he whispered. "But none fall without leaving the world changed." As dawn washed the forest gold, the oak's shattered branches glowed like amber. Birds landed gently on them. Sunlight filtered through the new gap in the canopy, and seedlings, tiny, brave, determined, caught the light for the first time. The fox sat beside them. "Time spares no one," he said softly, "but it also grows what we leave behind." And with that, he trotted into the morning, carrying the oak's final lesson in every step. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.